What's that eunuch, bro? Let me see.
Belly hollow as a broken drum, watching your baby sister cry herself to sleep in a shack reeking of mud and dying dreams.
Ooh.
3 copper coins clink in your dad's trembling hands. All that stands between your family and starvation's cold grip.
Yup.
Then one night, your
Yikes.
father pulls you aside, eyes glinting like he's made a deal with the devil. Son, there's a way out, he whispers, voice cracking like old leather. You get a chance to enter the Forbidden City. They eat silk, sleep on gold, and whisper in the Emperor's ear. Your heart jumps. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. But first, he said.
Oh, yo, they gotta cut off. Dude, they gotta cut off your dick, bro. Because the Emperor can't risk, like, anybody, like, cheating on his wife and shit, bruh. Yeah, they gotta cut off your dick, bro. Because the Emperor's mad insecure, bruh. They gotta chop your shit off, boy. That's crazy. I gotta. What are you watching? Your life as a Eunuch. Chat. I think he said the N-word. Bitch ass. Say it. Can I say it with a CH? I did not say that. I said Eunuch, bruh.
Eyes drowning in tears. You've got to lose your manhood and become a eunuch.
Now say the N-word. No, I'm not gonna say the N-word. Like I was saying though, like if you were like an Eunuch, bruh, off they're smacking that shit off, It's crazy. Cause like the Emperor think you're gonna fuck his wife.
You've got to lose your manhood and become a eunuch. One slice and your palace mount, serving the Emperor himself. Wait, what? No, you beg. Can't I just farm, Dad? Tears sting, but he shakes his head.
You can, but I won't. That's the difference between me and the others. They can say it, but they choose to. They choose to submit to the inner evil conscience, while I stand strong and resist the devilish urges of racism.
Farmers die, eunuchs live. Your heart's a caged bird, flapping against ribs. You're just a kid swinging sticks, dreaming of warrior glory. Now your dad's trading your future for rice. The Purification Master's knife gleams tomorrow, and you've got one night to choose. Starve slow or live fast without your parts. Hunger in your stomach and holes in your shoes scream louder than fear. You nod, throat tight as a noose, choosing the blade. Because even hell looks like heaven.
Nah, low-key, would you chop your shit off for it? Nah, I wouldn't. I low-key wouldn't, bro. Like, I don't care, bro. I'm not chopping my dick off, bro.
You're starving. You're
like, I don't care, bro. Like, I'm not even getting that much money as a eunuch, bro. I'm not chopping my dick off for that. I'm so serious. Like, I would chop my shit off for like $3 million. $3 million, I'll chop it off. That's what I would do. I would chop it off $3 million. What was it? Like, I would take back shots for $1 million. But to chop my shit off, I'd $3 million, bro.
Flat on a splintered table. The shack thick with blood and chili fumes that sting like 1,000 wasps. The Purification Master, face scarred like a battlefield, eyes dead as stone, sharpens a curved knife that glints hungrily.
2x Zakel now following you on Twitch. Hey, appreciate you, bro.
In the candlelight. Your dad's in the corner muttering prayers, but his eyes scream no turning back.
I just feel it. Did they chop out the nuts too, bro? Did they chop off your balls too, bro? Damn. Ugh. Now I would low-key keep my balls. Now I look mad weird though. It look like I have a coochie, bro. If it's just my balls there, it look like I have a reverse I have like inside out coochie, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Your heart's hammering, trying to escape your chest. The master ties your legs down.
Yeah,
Shoves
you just gotta chop the whole thing off at that point.
Stick in your mouth. Bite, he grunts. No anesthesia. Just a blade and a bucket.
Wow, that's crazy. No anesthesia. What? They just chop your shit off straight. Wait, do you gotta be hard, bro? You think it's easier if you're hard? You think it's easier to chop it off if you're hard? Because if they chop it off soft, then you still got some dick left in you. Pause. Look, your dick grows when you go hard. Still, like, if they chop it off soft, you still got like 2 inches, 3 inches in you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think they gotta rub you out first. They gotta stroke your shit and then chop it off, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit would hurt more though.
Wine-soaked cloth stings your skin, but nothing numbs what's coming. Then, the world explodes in pain. a lightning bolt ripping right through you. You bite the stick so hard it cracks, vision blurring as blood pools. You writhe, a fish gasping on dry land as a bamboo's plugs jammed where your parts were. Piss in 3 days or you're dead, the master mutters, wrapping you in oil-soaked cloth. Your treasures are packed.
So he can't piss for 3 days.
In lime powder inside a sealed jar for safekeeping until your death, when you'll need them to enter the afterlife whole. Buy them back when you're rich, your dad chokes out, or you're a female mule in the afterlife. Great, even death's got a sick twist. You black out, waking to agony and his grunt. You're lucky, most don't make it. Lucky? You're 10. Your childhood carved away, your manhood gone. Your body feels like it's been crushed by an ox cart. But worse is the ache you can't see. No wife, no children with your eyes and her laugh. No warm
That sucks the most.
hand to hold. No lips to kiss. No son to lift on your shoulders. You'll never know what it's like to be called a father. You stare at the ceiling, numb as tears leak sideways. They say eunuchs live longer. But what kind of life is it when your bloodline dies with you?
Yeah, sucks ass, bro.
Boys bleed out or die from infections before sunrise. You survived. Your body lived. Everything else bled out on the table. At 10, you limp through the Forbidden City's crimson gates, a newborn colt in a den of wolves. Silk and
You
gold
think you're more
shimmer.
flexible? Like, you can do splits, huh? Probably.
But the air's heavy with jasmine, sweat, and your own leaking shame. The wound never healed clean. Sometimes you leak. Enough for the older eunuchs to call you Puddle Boy. This isn't a palace, it's a machine, grinding dreams to dust, and you're its newest broken screw. Your job scrubbing floors for concubines, their bound feet hobbling, their eyes hollow with their own hell. They're prisoners too, slapped raw for breathing too loud, locked in boxes for a wrong glance. But they still spit on you, the lowest cog. Dawn to dust you haul
Wait, so eunuchs are still treated like shit. So why are you doing it?
buckets, hands cracking like dry
Why are you doing it? This is not luxury.
earth. Spill a drop, bamboo cracks your head. Slack off, you're caged in a closet, starving to the drip of your own ruin. You dream of the day that you'll replace the senior eunuch, when you'll be the one with the bamboo rod. But will that day ever come? Right now, you're just a broken boy peeing freely without your penis and testicles, wondering if you'll live to see tomorrow. Lee, a smug 15-year-old eunuch, pours the emperor's tea and would sell his soul for a promotion. May, a concubine with eyes sharp as thorns, whispers secrets, but might sell you out for a silk scarf. Every smile's a blade, and every favor costs blood. You're all prisoners, but prisoners love having someone to kick. Your break comes when they pick you to carry a concubine's palanquin. She's beautiful, draped in silk, but you can see the terror in her eyes.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Dude, China was on some weird shit back then, bro.
One slip and you're both
A lot of countries were, bro. Like, that's crazy. Think about it, bro. There was literally the majority of countries were just shitholes, bro. Like, dictatorships, like monarchies, bro. Sovereignties, bro. Like, literally almost all the countries were like that back then. Like, England, France. Bro, China, bro. It just shows you, like, how human nature was, bro. But we developed.
You trip, the palanquin wobbles, and she shrieks like you tossed her to the moat. She's probably more scared than you are, but fear makes people cruel. You drop to your knees and beg. I'll polish your jewelry, clean your chambers, anything. She smirks, relishing power over someone lower. One more mistake and you're fish food. She's just repeating what someone said to her yesterday. You're 15, and the palace is a chessboard where pawns get crushed. Your damp robes and squeaky voice make you a joke, but you're no longer scrubbing floors. You're a scribe, scratching orders on rice paper under candlelight, catching whispers of plots and betrayals. The emperor's steward nods. You're good, scary good. But standing out here is a neon sign saying, stab me. Lee, now the emperor's errand boy, hates your rise. At a banquet, he bumps into you, splashing wine on a consort's silk. She screams treason for a spill, and Lee's grinning. A stolen jade seal planted in your mat to frame you. Guards drag you to a cell, mold and death choking the air. The emperor's mother, face like carved marble, hisses. Confess, or we get creative. But May, now a trembling concubine who survived 3 purges, passes the evidence to a senior eunuch, the one who owes you a favor. He tucks it into his own sleeve, eyes unreadable. She's risking her neck for you, knowing she could be next. The senior eunuch believes her, and Lee gets dragged away, screaming like a kicked dog. You're free, but every victory is just a fancier cage. They don't kill you, but they don't let you go either. Mercy's not their style. You're stripped to number 47.
So you literally chopped your dick off to be a prisoner. This is what was the point of doing this?
A nameless shadow mopping floors you once commanded.
You have no freedom whatsoever, bro. Might as well just stay poor, bro.
Concubines step over you like dirt. Their own misery, no excuse for their cruelty. You stop flinching at their screams. That scares you more than the blood ever did. You're 20, the machine's perfect tool, managing the Emperor's harem like a ledger of flesh, tracking periods, scheduling visits, burying complaints. Concubines who once spat on you now beg for your favor, their whispers soft as silk, sharp as thorns. The Emperor's gaze weighs like a guillotine, trusting you because you're broken in all the right ways. A man who's not a man. Loyal because you've got nothing left. Wrong. Power's cute, till it's a noose. Your body's crumbling. Joints creak like haunted gates. Lungs cuff blood from palace dust. You're alone, and the machine doesn't care about your innocence. Your lungs collapse, dust and shame choking your last breaths. No fever, no drama. Just a quiet fall in a storeroom. Body curled like a broken puppet. You're 27, ancient for a eunuch. Most are dead or promoted. You're neither, just erased. The palace ticks on like a poisoned clock. New boys fed to the machine. You weren't a villain, not even a hero. Just a screw tightened till it snapped. In your final flicker, you see that 8-year-old hungry boy dreaming of warrior glory. You wanted to survive. Maybe that's enough. Maybe it's all anyone gets.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Outro, bro. W stream chat. We're gonna do this, bro.
Put me on the play and I'm in there like swimwear, and this is before I even grew chin hair and kicks weed. Before I continue, it's one thing I have to get clear. How did you get out on a murder in like 6 weeks? If you see